同埋每位提問咧係不多於2題嘅。第一位提問右手邊後排第一位男記者。
特首你好，香港電台㗎。頭先就提過，即係政府公布咗團進團出個安排啦。咁暫時就只係涵蓋旅行團啦。咁自由行嘅旅客就不包括在內嘅。咁其實睇返團客同埋自由行嘅旅客，其實大家都係旅客啦。本質上其實有咩分別呢？頭先話即係會逐步放寬啦。有冇話初步係諗住下一步幾時會放寬到去自由行嗰方面都可以受惠呢？另外一個問題就係關於即係醫護人手嘅。醫務衛生局就話正係研究強制即係啲醫護人員啦，要喺公立醫院度留一定嘅年期先至可以即係離開公營體系啦。初步有冇話即係一定嘅年期所指嘅係即係幾多年呢？咁樣咁對於即係前財爺講到即係呢啲年期限制呢，其實可能係一個 push factor， 會令到反而更多人去離開即係醫療系統嘅。咁亦都形容啦，即係唔希望係變成阿茂整餅啦。對於呢方面有咩回應呢？唔該。
首先呢，係我哋設計任何針對性嘅方案呢，係有一啲考慮元素嘅，因為我哋係要有序、穩妥，一定係會有優次之分嘅。優次嘅考慮嘅時候呢，當然就係話我哋付出有幾多代價，而攞到有幾多個回報，即係對社會整體嘅利益係以最大為依歸。咁所以呢，我哋喺設計旅行嗰方面呢，旅行團嘅團進團出呢，我哋係考慮到因為旅遊業界嘅經濟需要，以及對整體香港社會嘅經濟需要嘅，咁係有一個優次嘅考慮嘅。咁我哋亦都係必須要係喺風險可控嘅情況之下，按部就班、穩妥有序咁樣推行嘅，因為我哋唔希望係有任何元素導致我哋出亂，咁所以係會按住我哋實際嘅運作經驗之後呢再檢討。咁將來會點呢？我哋就係會總結咗經驗啦，睇住嗰個實際情況嘅運作呢，從而去判斷下一步會點樣走嘅。但係必須講呢，就係我哋所有去決定推出嘅措施，無論係對外旅客又好，對內呢，我哋必須要係按住風險可控嘅情況，即係話都係會係有優次嘅。優次嘅時候呢，都係考慮緊以最少嘅代價換最大嘅回報。咁所以喺決定邊一個措施推出嘅時候，都係按住呢一個考慮啦，去設定佢哋嘅優次嘅。我亦都相信呢，係喺數據裏邊，如果容許呢，我哋喺盡量減少限制嗰方面呢，係會不時都會有新措施嘅。另外呢，係醫護人手方面，大家都知道短缺人手係一個不爭嘅事實。個問題係咪我哋係唔處理呢個問題呢？咁如果我哋要處理個問題，當然必須要增加人手啦。本地培育嘅醫護人員，我哋每年呢都係有一個限額嘅，呢個都係我哋嘅樽頸。咁我亦都相信呢，好多醫護人員去參加做醫護嘅工作呢，除咗係熱愛呢一方面嘅專業以外呢，亦都係對社會嘅一個責任嚟嘅。畢竟我哋係投入去培育人才呢，係用咗社會資源，亦都係為咗香港整體嘅利益嘅。咁去幫我哋整體個公營醫療系統，對於廣大市民要有良好嘅服務呢，政府必須要諗方法去解決嘅。解決嘅時候，當然我哋會按住實際情況同業界溝通啦。但係我好深信，專業嘅醫護人員，佢哋係抱住服務社會以及熱愛自己專業工作而參與呢份工作嘅。喺商討嘅過程裏邊，我相信佢哋會作一個整體考慮。我亦都相信大家香港人都係熱愛香港嘅，會願意為香港付出。當然實際係細節方面，我會交翻俾醫衞局同有關方面咧去大家商討，睇下實際嘅細節應該係點樣走嘅。
下一位提問呢，左手邊前排呢位。
特首你好啊 ，TVB 嘅。而家咧持黃碼嘅人士咧，其實係可以正常喺社區內互動嘅。咁嚟緊啦，團進團出咧都可以入主題公園等等啦。其實係咪可以考慮取消黃碼嘅機制咧？另外，始終啲措施咧都係針對啲海外咁樣。當局有冇諗過同內地通關方面嘅事項咧？唔該。
黃碼咧，我哋唔會取消嘅。 個原因係咩呢？紅黃碼呢係一個喺我嘅政策裏邊呢，去按風險管理嘅一個手段嚟嘅。如果冇呢個方法呢，我哋好難去按風險管理。而我哋過往所容許社會進行嘅活動呢，必然係要做風險評估。而風險評估之下，疫情仲係喺4000至6000宗每日徘徊。而曾經呢，喺過去幾日呢，一日裏邊呢，亦都有18宗係死亡嘅個案嘅。所以疫情係仲係冇離開我哋嘅，我哋仍然係要睇住。但係喺風險可控嘅情況之下，我哋係應該盡量容許社會有最大嘅活動空間嘅。呢個係我嘅政策，亦都講得好清楚啦。咁所以呢，紅黃碼呢都係有效去管控疫情嘅方法，亦都基於咁，我哋可以更加多不同嘅方案呢去處理不同嘅風險。亦都基於咁呢，我哋係同旅遊業界呢係大家有共識去制定團進團出嘅一啲方案。呢個亦都係因為我哋按住不同風險嘅級別而管控嘅。咁喺我哋將來總結咗經驗，有咩新措施呢？當然係會睇住嗰個實際嘅數字變化同埋風險嘅情況，我哋會做嘅。我亦都希望講得好清楚啦。我哋對外0+3係有風險管控措施，對內呢，我哋亦都係盡量咧係容許我哋嘅社交活動同埋經濟活動進行㗎。剛才亦都講過啦，我哋好多社交距離措施咧都按住風險可控嘅情況之下呢，係逐步咧係放鬆嘅。至於呢係同內地去通關嘅呢，我哋係仍然係全力咁同內地有關單位去大家商討嘅。咁當然內地亦都有疫情要管控嘅需要啦。咁喺呢方面我哋係不斷大家係探討實際嘅情況點樣進行。咁呢方面呢係冇停頓過嘅。
South China Morning Post. So the government is allowing tour groups to visit theme parks and museums, but does it mean that there won't be 0+0 in the near future? The government seems to be more lenient to Rugby 7 spectators than ordinary citizens. Outside the Hong Kong Stadium, is there also room for us to remove our masks in more occasions, or would the government consider abolishing the yellow health code altogether? My second question is on press freedom. So journalist Choi Yuk-ling lost her appeal on car plate checks yesterday. Does the government has any legislative plans to review the official information checking procedures to support press freedom and investigative journalism in Hong Kong?
Well, first of all, I have explained time and again that in our prevention of the COVID attack, then we will be regularly reviewing the data and see how we will roll out our measures. My policy has been clear that while we can balance the risks against economic and social needs, we will try to have special plans to allow activities to proceed with what we consider acceptable restrictions. And it is under this principle that the Rugby Sevens was conducted, which was a very successful event. And I think the international world has seen that Hong Kong has come back to the center stage for international activities. The principle that I have mentioned, I want to repeat again, is for activities particularly large scale with economic elements and also international events, then we will, while controlling the risk, allow it to happen with specific plans. And it is under this principle. We will, of course, review what we have done in the different activities that we have make special arrangements to allow it to happen, look at the data and see how we will be taking measures in the future. What is important is under 0+3, already a lot of activities have been taking place. At the present moment, I think 0+3 has served the purpose of Hong Kong to the acceptable and anticipated extent, allowing a lot of activities to happen. And I've also indicated that the statistics indicating arrivals and departure at the airport is positive. There are more and more people coming to Hong Kong from overseas, besides Hong Kong residents going out for tourist visit. So the activities are all coming back, and it will take time because, for example, the airline capacity has to be built up. So we are doing all these with the very stated, a very clear principle, is to do it progressively, orderly, under control, so that there will not be chaos and there will not be unexpected happenings, and we can progress in the same direction smoothly. At the same time, the activities that are allowed in Hong Kong are given more freedom and more relaxation. As you can see that many social distancing measures have been relaxed, including restaurants now being allowed to run without any control on opening hours, and also performers are allowed to take place. And slowly, as we can control the risk, there will be further measures that we will consider to allow more activities to take place without restriction. That principle has been made very clear. The two groups special plan is also an example that we will be making special arrangements while we can control the risk. As we go through more and more in such activities, we can, of course, review the experience and then look at the data so that we can have more measures designed so as to allow activities to proceed with the maximum of freedom. As regard, and you also asked about masks. Masks will stay on because I think all experts have indicated masks is important to control the spread of the disease. After all, we have to be conscious of some of the uncertainties of COVID. First of all, we know every now and then there will be variants, and we also know that with winter coming, the attack of the flu will add to the risk of COVID. And from our experience, from wave 4 to wave 5, we know that the safety factor that we put in the first 4 waves cannot cope with the speedy spread of Omicron in wave 5. So this safety factor is something that I must consider. And I really wish the public to know that while we look at the data, we also have to look at what safety factor we have to build in the overall strategy to protect against COVID's attack. And that is why I must do it orderly, progressively, so that we will be able to control the risk. The second question about press freedom is, as I have mentioned many times, in the pocket of the people of Hong Kong. It is enshrined and protected in the basic law. What is important is, no matter what profession you are in, you must go about your duties in accordance with the law. You cannot go beyond the law, and nobody is above the law. And provided it is within the confines of the law, press freedom is fully protected in Hong Kong, in the same way as you are doing your business every day.